good, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Giselle, and this is the Black Table Conversations with Miss Giselle. And tonight we have with us the Wordsmith, aka Psych the Wordsmith, in the building. Say hey to everyone.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
It's so hilarious. Thank you so much for sliding past the Black Table tonight. And yes, no, you are so dope. And thank you for entering into our top 12 of the month, artist of the month.
Yes.
And you actually was selected as one of our top 12 artists of the month because that's just how dope you are. So I want you to know that you must so appreciate it. Honestly, your talents are amazing.
I appreciate it.
Yes. So let's dive into your story. Tell everybody about Mr. Psych, the Wordsmith. Like, where
okay.
You
okay. Just to start off, I mean, I probably started I'll say 2008 is where I really started writing and rehearsing, freestyling. I didn't start making like YouTube videos until like 2010. I didn't really have my stage name was Infamous Supernova. I don't know. I just kind of came out of the blue. I just went with it. I don't know, but that was my whole like. I have the channel still on YouTube, but it's like that's long gone. You know what I mean? So I started making those videos in 2010. I didn't start working in the studio until probably like 2016, 2017. The name Psych the Wordsmith just kind of came across my head. Like at first it was psychotic because I mean, not like crazy, mentally crazy, but like just, it was a fun name, you know, just kind of work with it. But then I was like, let me switch it up. And just Psych the Wordsmith just once again came to my head and I was like, okay, I'll just work with this. And the studio, I didn't start getting in there until 2016 after I graduated from college. And one of my friends, he had helped me out, said that he could help me out because I was just doing like voice memos and I was just posting it on SoundCloud just because that's all I had was my phone. So I was writing then and just posting those songs and posting on Facebook. At that time, that's all I had was Facebook. So I was just posting on Facebook, see what people think. And then he heard it. He was like, I could really help you with your sound, come to the studio. So I didn't really start doing that until 2016, 2017. I put out my first project in 2017 called Educated. Oh, that's a lot. Lost and Found was the first project I ever did. I put that on SoundCloud. And then the second one was Educated and Unafraid, which was on Apple Music, all of that. That was 2017. And then we hopped back. I did just like, I think 4 other projects after that. And I'm working on a project right now, but it's very, very slow. I'm just kind of pacing it instead of rushing because I used to want to get all of my music out so I can be the first one out so people can hear me, because I wanted, you know, each song that I created, I wanted, you know, feedback. Now it's just kind of like I've grown up a little bit more and I've not just only gotten lazy, but also I'm really pacing because I just want it to be right. You know what I mean? So I've been putting out singles, but like I've been super kind of inactive, but I've been doing other stuff. But like I said, I told you I'm in school. So I'm kind of trying to redirect my focus while also staying active in the music, you know? So, I mean, what I stand for is a lot of people used to call me a Christian rapper. I mean, when I very first started, which I do believe in God, I do have a Christian life and trying to get better and better every day, which is a struggle, but slow progress is still progress. And I'm trying to get back to who I was. But I'm not necessarily a Christian rapper because I talk about a lot of real things, mainly what's in my life. I try not to be explicit as much. I mean, like I have certain songs that has like 1 or 2 cuss words in it, but like it's not to the point where it's just overtly, you know, profanity everywhere, where it's just like you're loosely using it, you know, but it's just like me telling my story so people can relate and have somewhere to go, to where they can see where I'm from, and maybe they can listen and be inspired. And also, it's just to spread love and spread knowledge and things of that nature, just so people can progress in the same lane that I'm in. So
I love it. I love it. I love it.
mhm.
And guys, if you love what you heard, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we will be right back to the business.
But if a man doesn't have a job or an income, he has neither life nor liberty and the possibility for the pursuit of happiness.
And we are back, family. And tonight we have with us Psych the Wordsmith in the building. So,
Hey.
yes, yes, yes. Now, let's just jump right back in. Let's talk about your recent music. Like, what do you have
Okay.
so far?
So recently, I actually I know I put out, and I'm kind of the type, I look at numbers and everything. I look at what people are really listening to, at least whether it's on SoundCloud or Apple Music or Spotify. I don't really get a lot on Spotify, but Apple Music I've been getting a lot of plays. I'm more of a type. I love to freestyle a lot. I love to play with the words, as you know, and just to see, I'm very I'm trying to get more efficient with wordplay and everything like that. So Quarantine Freestyle 3, I would say that's kind of recent. This song called Thinking About, it's about I love melodies and everything like that. So that's probably my most recent. And that's just kind of talking about women, and then also my mom is in that too. Like just a lot of different emotions that I'm feeling. I think you talked about the performance that I did at Norman, Oklahoma, and there was a song on there that I had. I mean, people love that song. It's called Pressure, and it was a little spoken word that I did at the end. Basically talking about police brutality. And it's crazy. Well, shout out to my guy, Greg Thomas. He actually helped me write that song. Gotta give him credit. He put a lot of effort into that, and I'm trying to get him to do even more because he is a major poet, major playwright, if you will, just on the pen. I mean, he has metaphors on top of metaphors, similes on top of similes, and I want him to, help me, But he has a voice too. But it's called A Pressure, and it's talking about police brutality. We're talking about, Sandra Bland, talking about Trayvon Martin, just kind of like the heightened, like how that heightened, all back then with Black Lives Matter, and letting everybody know like that all lives matter mess. It's just BS and everything like that, as far as we know what the real agenda is and we know what we need, but I noticed of how, and I'm trying to, like I said, trying to pace it slow. So I have certain songs that's unreleased, that's already written and recorded, that is once again kind of a higher level of what I talked about than what you've seen in that performance. So that's really more to come. Like I said, I want to do it right because there's a level of evolution that I want in my artistry to make an impact within the music industry, if you will, just so people can see, and not because I want, not on my own, just like on my own pride, is just more so Black people in general, and everybody else after that, but my people first, because I want us to be more empowered. We have come a long way, and we're still fighting and everything, but I want us to really show that sense of power and sincerity within our pride and within our just just us being incredible, just us being who we are and having that power and having that association with everything that we've been through, to show that we always overcome and show that we are never giving up. So there's more to come on the way. I'm just gonna be straight. It's gonna be next year, just because time and time after again. I'm praying about it. I'm trying to, be just timely on it. I don't want to rush. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Intentional. I said, it sounds like you just want to be intentional. You want it to be.
Yes, that is correct. You're right. That is correct. Yeah. I definitely want to be intentional, and I want to be, I think about, I want to learn more too, because I'm still learning more. I just a tidbit, when I was in here in Oklahoma, there was a school I went to, St. John Christian Heritage Academy. We talked a lot about Black pride. We talked a lot about Black history, a lot of different things, to the point where we were learning who we are and where we came from. I mean, a lot of different inventors who didn't have the patents, more so just because the whites were taking all of that, taking every idea, every innovation that we had.
It's every single invention.
Exactly.
Invention.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And there was a point where even the church that I went to, we had a whole Ebony Awareness Bowl, to where we were learning all different inventors, all different doctors, all different, Gary Morgan. I mean, a lot of different people who had that recent innovation that was taken, and they just had to be so lazy because they couldn't innovate it themselves, and they just had to take it from us, which is messed up, and so I want to reiterate that within my music and within just my platform, but not, like I said, not to do it for me. And just like what's going on right now in Oklahoma, like with Julius Jones, I'm still learning on that, him seeking clemency to the point where he was wronged, and I just want to bring more light onto it. I'm sure have you heard of JB?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, Jay, he's a very, very cool artist. Very very awesome dude. Just kind of bringing light to that situation, and being, I've done protests before, but I want to implement that even more within the next year, so that way I can, I have the spots already laid out. It's just the action that I have to demonstrate, so that way it comes to light. So there's a lot of plans that I have. There's a lot of things that I really want to do, and just infusing that with music. And I'm working with a lot of different people to make that happen. But I also want to have that circle that I started with help me, and I want to help them, so that way we can come together and just make something great, So my initial goal, and it's always been like this, is to have a facility with a lot of different people coming as creatives, so that way, whether it's business, entrepreneurship, whether it's, Black pride, or if you're doing movies or anything that you want to create, that is my initial goal, final goal before I leave this earth. I want that to happen, so everyone can come together and we can create something great. And it's all going to be about trial and error and everything like that. But something great is going to happen. I already know it. But I want to make that, insightful for people to see. So just know that something big is coming, especially with the next project that I have, because I'm really releasing 2 projects. And I'm not gonna set a release date. I'm just gonna post it. You gonna know. I'm gonna post it on Instagram, and it's gonna be like, y'all go listen. Like, I'm not gonna put anything out. Like, just as soon as I got it distributed, posting it, album out now, stuff like that. So
I love it.
Yeah, that's the point.
Now, Julius Jones is the person that was innocent, but
right.
And he was actually, they said in the parole board even said that it's a chance that he might be innocent. And that's the guy who is still facing execution. And it always tends to happen in like states like Oklahoma. Actually,
exactly.
I'm sure it happened everywhere. But I've heard of it a couple of times in that area where people stay in jail after being found guilty. So, like, you may definitely want to just even check out the Innocence Project. Like, look at people that's doing stuff to see if they can, you can mobilize locally. You definitely want to look locally and see if you can mobilize locally. And of course, we're coming right behind you. You know, I'm a reparationist, so in addition to being a host, a musician, and a couple other things. But the first thing we need is to make sure that our people are freed from that system, because here it is. This, if there's any, if it's in any chance of innocence, they're not supposed to be able to execute you.
Exactly.
And here it is, 2 times that they said it's a possibility this man is not, he's actually innocent. Yeah.
And still nothing really has happened, you know.
Because it could easily be
in his favor because he isn't.
I got kids.
Yeah.
Like, it could be anyone. Like, and that
exactly.
Part, we have to remember, so many people stay focused in their own space that they forget, you know what? That could be me. Like, we have to think like that. We have to be
right.
We have to protect the tribe. That's what this is. Protect the tribe.
Right.
Because we know what's happening. We know what this business is. There's no division. There's no issue between male, female, gay, straight, or otherwise. The problem is what it's always been. And we're going to keep fighting against it till the wheels fall off.
That's it.
Literally. But I'm so proud of you, Psych. And whatever you're doing, you let me know so we can get it out to the masses, and anybody local, they can probably just jump in and help you out, because that's what this is all about.
Definitely.
And I love what you gave us with the future projects, because I love the sneak peeks. Please inbox me ASAP. As soon as you drop, we need everybody on that one. But where can people reach you? Because if you had this release, we need people to come out to you. And guys, after you see the show, his performance at the end of this recording, you're going to see why I fell in love with this artist. He's not only passionate, an activist, he's a parent. He's just ready to help his fellow brothermen locally do the best that he can. That's what it's all about. Like, I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Yep. So where can people find you?
So you can find me on, of course, Instagram, PsychTheWordSmith official, PSYCH, the Wordsmith official. If you want to contact or reach me, my email, which is, it's going to be blackwell.clinton777@gmail.com. Also, you can reach me, what's my other one? I'm on Twitter as well. It's just PsychTheWordSmith, ! And then what else? Oh, I have a TikTok too. I keep forgetting about TikTok. I don't know why I forget about TikTok.
Me too.
But forget about that.
My daughter was like, "Mom, you got like one post. What is this?" So I got to work on that. Yes. So I'm like,
but TikTok is the same too. I'm changing that. I'm in the process of changing that because I still have the E on there. And the reason why I'm changing the E, I think I might have told you, but it's just like the first time I told people like it's Psych the Wordsmith. A lot of people like they read it like, is it Psyche? Like, no. Not what I said. And like after I tell them, like they still say this, I'm like, So it's I'm in the process of removing that E. And it most likely will be removed on platforms as well, so I can just kind of fix that as well. So I want to say, can I say something else too?
Oh, good. Drop something.
Just on that performance. I haven't since then. That was in October. I hadn't been on a stage in like, I want to say a year. And I was actually like super nervous when they asked me to come up there and he asked me to perform. And I was like, oh God, you know what? Actually, I'm not a year. It might've been like, maybe 3 or 4 months. I'm lying. I'm sorry. But it had been a while because they had to do Soul Thursdays here in the city. And one of my good friends had kind of put me on. He's a DJ, and he told me to come and perform because he had listened to my music. He said, "You're really dope. You need to come perform." Yeah. But I haven't been back there because it's on Thursdays, and I go to work at like 10 p.m., like 9 p.m., honestly. And like they started like 8 and don't really, you know what I mean? So, but it had been a while since I've been on the stage. So I'll have to let you know, like I was actually really nervous because I didn't know what was gonna go on. I didn't know how I was gonna perform. And then like I'm rehearsing, and I was messing up. I'm like, oh, about to do good, And I mean, I just, by the grace of God, I mean, it felt good. So, but I had to put that out there because it had been a minute. It had been a minute since I've been on stage because I was like,
no, but you was dope. And see, that's the thing. We are human and you are perfectly imperfect and imperfectly perfect. Right. Don't even be mad. It is what it is. Let me tell you, if I mess up on stage, or shoot, Beyonce will tell you real quick, you know how many times she fell on stage? She's like, on to the next one. Oh, come on now. She do a lot. You better listen to the words or I get myself together. Yeah. So now what would you like to leave people with? What type of food for thought would you like to leave people
with? Whatever it is that you're doing, kind of cliche, but whatever it is that you're doing, I always tell people, I'm also a teacher at John Casablancas. I'm an instructor. I always tell my students that whatever it is that you're creating, whether you think that it's not good or not, you need to put it out there because it may be something that you put out there you may not like because we are our biggest critic, but someone else may like it. And you never know, that may be the post or that may be the performance or video or film or whatever it may be that brings you to the next level. You just never know. And also, just continue to be yourself. Don't let anyone else or anything or any type of entity hold you back from what God has for you. That's what my mom always told me because it's all about consistency and being efficient with that consistency, so that way you're able to succeed in all the goals that you need. So that's what I would probably say.
I love it. Every single bit of it, and that has been received. I'm sure you guys received that message. So on that note, guys, we're going to call it a night. It's been an absolute pleasure here with Mr. PsychTheWordSmith.
Appreciate you.
Yes, you're welcome. Absolutely. And on that note, peace, love, and reparations, family.
Hey, and I need my 40 acres and a Tesla, okay? Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We pushing that heavy. Every other house across the country.
Right.
For sure. So with that said, that's PsychTheWordSmith, and he said it first. 40 acres in a Tesla. In the words of Cash Games. Peace and blessings, guys. This ain't nothing at all. I just came to the ride. I ain't never gonna fall. I just wanna keep it practice, cause I know I'm gonna be it. Niggas looking like stars, the beat will never get repeated. Lazy with it. This ain't nothing but a throwaway, so I'm scared to go away. This boy don't care about making it in life. I just need in the first day. Since I really made that my time up in the final, I waiting on my now, waiting on my stop. Put it on the big top on the time. I just feel like we're like, oh, chill, I'm chillin', chill, I'm chillin', chill.